Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov could be removed from office within the next 2 months. Kremlyovskaya Tabakerka Telegram channel published information about this, citing sources in the Kremlin. Vladimir Vladimirovich has received an application for Ramzan's resignation. Now there are 2 options. Either Kadyrov will leave in the next 2 months, or he will manage to stay. But if he clings to his post, he will die. His activities will become a personal threat to the president, the statement said. According to the source, Putin was informed about Kadyrov's major sins. Earlier, Kremlevskaya Snuffbox Telegram channel said that influential representatives of the presidential administration proposed to dismiss and punish Ramzan Kadyrov. Kadyrov is useless and even harmful to Russia. He completely failed the negotiations with the new Syrian authorities, did not justify the trust. The very fact of his presence as head of Chechnya continues to spoil relations with Azerbaijan. Something needs to be done about this, the channel's source in the Kremlin said. Recall, relations between Vladimir Putin and Ramzan Kadyrov have soured in recent months. The independent outlet iStories reported, citing current and former Federal Security Service. The tensions reportedly began when Kadyrov went behind Putin's back to negotiate with Middle Eastern countries regarding the future of his assets and his relatives' security. According to iStories sources, the fallout between Putin and Kadyrov began when the FSB informed the Russian president about unauthorized negotiations the Chechen leader has held with Middle Eastern monarchies. Amid worsening health, Kadyrov has reportedly sought assurances from foreign allies regarding his assets and his family's safety. Despite his efforts to keep his negotiations secret, the FSB quickly uncovered them and reported them to Putin. iStories reports. The fallout has also affected Kadyrov's closest political ally, State Duma Deputy Adam Delimkhanov. According to the Telegram channel VCHK-OGPU, which claims to have insider information from Russian security forces, Delimkhanov has refused to take part in any power struggles since early 2025, regardless of the stakes. He has reportedly told confidants that a strict order from the top bars Chechen leaders and security officials from engaging in such conflicts or drawing public attention in general. An independent journalist covering the North Caucasus told iStories that human rights activists in the region are also aware of the growing rift between Kadyrov and Delimkhanov and the Kremlin.
Russian forces are continuing to build up manpower and are attempting to cross the Oskil River in the Kupiansk sector. This was stated during a live broadcast by National Guard spokesperson Ruslan Muzychuk. The enemy has been trying for a long time to cross the Oskil River. We saw large armored assaults in the area of Pishchain and Kolesnikivka as far back as late last year, and now fighting continues to the northeast of Kupiansk, where the enemy is trying both to cross the Oskil and expand its foothold on the right bank, particularly in the areas of Dvorikna and Fyholivka. Our servicemen are recording periodic assault attempts and efforts to concentrate infantry forces. Additionally, the enemy is carrying out engineering work to prepare for further crossings and assaults, including gathering equipment for river crossings, Muzychuk said. According to him, Ukrainian forces are regularly recording enemy assault attempts and efforts to build up infantry. Naturally, the enemy is also undertaking engineering activities to create the conditions for river crossings and to accumulate forces and equipment for assaults, he added. In general, in the Kupiansk sector, which is under the responsibility of National Guard units, there are 3 to 7 enemy assaults recorded daily. The enemy is actively using artillery and drones. Our troops note that the main threats are from artillery and drone use, as well as enemy engineering units attempting to set up pontoon crossings or carry out other measures to move infantry or, at times, even equipment, said Muzychuk. He also noted that Russian forces on the northern border of Kharkiv region, particularly near Vovchansk, are engaging in low-intensity combat. On average, there are about 4 to 5 attacks per day, most of them in the Vovchansk area, he said. Since the beginning of the month, over 200 Russian infantrymen have been lost in the area, including both wounded and killed. The main force the enemy relies on here continues to be infantry groups, the spokesperson emphasized. Muzychuk also noted that near Vovchansk, the Russians are actively using aviation and guided aerial bombs to strike Ukrainian defense forces positions. In April alone, our troops destroyed around 50 armored vehicles in this area, a relatively modest number. Other destroyed assets included vehicles and missile systems, artillery or MLRS, which the enemy uses to strike or prepare for assaults, he said. Muzychuk further reported that to the west of Vovchansk, Russian troops are attempting assaults aimed at capturing elevated positions to gain fire control and improve artillery effectiveness.